One of our key partnerships has been via Wigan Council. We've been able to set up a social enterprise network where we've supported around about 113 social enterprises across the borough.
Embrace organisation that primarily support people with learning disabilities. We're a lot about advocacy, travel training and promoting independence, getting people into the community and enabling them to be in the community. And Abram Ward Co-operative is about giving people opportunities once they're in the community. So we're different parts of the puzzle, but together, you know, we're one thing.
We decided to create a brand called Made in Wigan. The idea is to work with everybody in the local community to find out that special something that each individual has.
I've come here to have time out for myself, have chat, you know, things like that, take things off my mind. Crochet, making coffee coasters, painting, doing all sorts.
So David and myself both came up with the creativity and the idea that instead of just making bird boxes and doing it as a hobby or a couple of hours a week, you know, activity group, that we could actually make it into something much more and make it a social place for anyone to make new friends, new contacts, along with making more than just bird boxes.
A couple of years ago we decided to set up a neighbourhood plan forum for Abram Ward. This allowed us to increase our partnership working to all the residents groups across Abram Ward, but also the 6 primary schools in the local community. We do a lot of work with the youngsters, especially around about the 10 and 11-year-old age, to inspire them to kind of know that when they leave school at 16, they don't need to travel outside of Abram Ward or the Wigan Borough to find employment. They can actually stay in Abram Ward and ultimately set up their own community business here within the local community.
Engage Leeds is a partnership, is a consortium made up of 4 partners. Each of the partners has got their own specialism. Barker specialism is around what we're currently calling complex needs. The Connective got the specialism around dementia, and we carry the peer support and volunteering specialism, which to my mind is the specialism around locality working and getting people truly and genuinely integrated into their communities.
Spencer is a volunteer that's been volunteering with me in my project for some time. Spencer's had issues that he's had to overcome, and he does that with immense bravado, I guess. He gets people, which is really, really important, and he understands that not everybody has an easy time.
I found myself in a vulnerable situation, and I've recognised that the best way to get myself out of that situation was to help people in a similar situation. I was introduced to George, and we enjoy going out. We have a good time, and I think it's a positive pairing.
We're identifying people who, once their housing is sorted out, might be lonely and isolated, because we recognise that's a massive problem nationally, never mind just in Leeds. Integration and peer support and volunteering, all of it seems to come together to me in a way that makes community more and more important.
I would say that working in partnership allows us to deliver a lot more impact, and it allows us to scale up the activities we have, but without having to necessarily scale up our finances to the same degree. We partner with a local business in order to offer yoga completely for free, totally sustainably. We partner with other groups that reach communities that we might struggle to otherwise reach.
I work directly with doctors who are referring people into the gardening scheme. It's a case of, let's try something that's outdoors, close to nature, something that's quite sociable, and something really different, but actually within the heart of the practice.
We partner with people who also have skills to deliver that we don't. So a good example would be our recent photography and arts projects that have popped up at the farm.
We're going to do a course on the farm animals, on portraits of animals, portraits of each other, and then using the lines of the station, the tracks and all the farm, you know, as urban architecture.
I myself am Vice Chair of C4 Consortium, and that's the largest consortium of charities in Camden. We have 19 members now and around 30 different premises between us. We work together in all sorts of different ways. We also work with the Federation of City Farms and Community Gardens. We run training for other city farms and community gardens in corporate volunteer days, in fundraising. We're going to do something in volunteer management. So everything we do is about pulling all of the different groups together and kind of working together better, stronger and cleverer.